It's really weird. All right, hello everyone. I'm gonna see if I can share the link because it won't let me for some strange reason. Hold on a sec. But I can't. Hold on. Yeah, it won't let me share the link in chat. I'm gonna see if I can type it in. I don't know. Hold on a sec. This is the one thing I hate about this. Let me just hold on a sec. See how's everyone's day going though? Mine's going pretty good. I was seeing like a bunch of That's weird. Hey National. That's weird. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can type it in. Hey National. Um but I was seeing like a bunch of like I guess like TB Wolfie, how you doing? I'm good. That's good. Um yeah, I was seeing like I guess everyone's like streaming that live event anyway. So I guess everyone's busy kind of. I was just seeing a bunch of streamers that I follow streaming like the live event. So I'm guessing that's going on right now. Okay, streamer.com/ if this will work. If it doesn't, I don't know, 2WIX QZX5M. Let me see if this works. All right, see if that, I'm making a video. Okay, see if that works. 2WIXQX. All right, see if that works, Mario Bowser. Hopefully it does because it won't let me share the link in chat for some stupid reason. Hopefully that works. I don't know if, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, it doesn't work. Fuck. Hold on a sec. Yeah, I think I clicked on it. It doesn't work. Stream. I'll just type. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, that's probably the better way. All right. Cool. I'm gonna just keep looking up how to share it because it won't let me share the link in chat. It's so annoying. All right. Yeah, try typing that in there. Yeah. All right. Sorry, everyone. Just waiting for Mario Bowser. Hopefully it works because it won't let me share the link for some stupid reason. Let me see what I. All right. I mean, this is retarded. Okay, all right. It let me copy the link in chat this time. So, all right, Mario Bowser, if you can't type it in, the link should be in chat. I guess you have to give it a minute or something. The link should be in chat now. Because now it lets me copy and paste it in. Okay, so Mario Bowser, if you can't type it in, just click the link or just hit the link because and now it lets you. It let me post it in. Man. Okay, there you go. There you are. Hey, Mario.
Hey, that worked.
Well, did you type it in, or did you just click the link in the chat?
I just typed it into Safari.
Oh, okay. So I guess I know that will work next time this happens. How you doing though?
I'm doing good. I think me casually playing Animal Crossing has turned into an addiction.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. I haven't played Animal Crossing yet.
New Horizons was my first one, but I've just gotten really into it.
Nice.
I'm still in debt, but
yeah, I hear that's the plot or whatever for the Animal Crossing thing.
Yeah. Get put in crippling debt and build up your island all on your own whilst everyone else just stands there. pretty much.
Oh, okay. Can't you just like invite people to your island?
Yeah,
Or
but it's like the thing is, well, usually what happens is, hey, let's build a shop. Except I can't be bothered, so you do all the work. Of course.
nice. So what did you because I made that video like the rating system. What did you think about it?
I thought it was a a good rating to use for things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I didn't want to use it for like every single video that I watch on like the reaction streams or whatever. Just for like the reviews or if someone asks me for a rating or whatever.
Yeah. Actually, you did. You're. I mean, I was about to say a while ago, but it honestly wasn't that long ago. I remember when you reviewed my channel.
Oh yeah.
But what would you give like the ratings now, like out of the 5 stars?
I would say like most of the I would say the early videos I probably rated like a 2.5 stars, and then like
Yeah, that's fair.
and then like the newer stuff I would probably like rate like about like a 3.5 to a 4 star.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the older stuff is, yeah. That's why I deleted most of it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But I kept a few just for memories, even though my first video is really bad. I'm keeping it just for memories and for plot's sake for my remake of it.
Do you still play Sims or no?
Yeah, I still play Sims, even though it's kind of taking like a backseat in terms of life Sims to Animal Crossing at the moment.
Yeah.
Sims is like it's one of those games where I would play it, like I would like leave it alone for multiple like weeks or months or something, maybe even a whole year, I don't know. But then when I would get back into it, I just can't put it down.
Oh really?
So it's like random occurrence addictions, I guess. Really just depends. Like I still like, even when I'm not playing it, I still like keep up with news on like new packs and stuff.
Oh okay. Nice.
And get annoyed with how toxic the fan base is.
Oh, Animal Crossing?
No, Sims.
Oh, Sims. Yeah, I haven't played Sims in a while.
It's like every pack they announce, there's everyone going, no, we don't care. It gets annoying. But no.
Do you have do you have like any like movies like you're looking forward to or anything or no?
Well, I guess I guess the Cape Fear 1980s remake, because I already watched the original, so I'm gonna watch the remake soon.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard of that movie.
The Simpsons did a parody of it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, do you have like any like favorite foods or anything? Or no?
Favorite foods?
Yeah,
my favorite food is currently being made for my dinner. Spaghetti bolognese.
Spaghetti what?
Spaghetti bolognese.
Oh, I think I know, like that meat sauce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I'm not much of a vegetarian, but oh well. It's definitely smarter than going out on raves.
True. What about like a I guess favorite TV show?
Probably Doctor Who. From all of the.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's over 50 years old, and I was able to watch every episode.
Nice.
Not all of it was good, but yeah. I also finished watching another show which I really enjoyed, Friends.
Oh, I haven't watched. I only seen some of Friends. I haven't watched all of Friends.
Yeah, and currently the show I'm watching at the moment is It's a British show called Spaced. Do you know who Simon Pegg is?
No.
But he's an actor who like this was like a show he wrote and starred in, and he made a bunch of other films like Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, I did. I did see Shaun of the Dead. I love that movie.
Yeah, he's the main character. Simon Pegg played the main character, and he also wrote it.
You also wrote what?
He also wrote the story, along with being the main character.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Do you ever think it's like a bit narcissistic, or just a bit weird when the director also gets like the main part in the film?
I mean, I guess it'd be hard to do both acting and directing at the same time.
I
I
mean,
feel like
I mean, with my plush videos, I kind of do both.
true. I
Acting
think
and
that's what most plush tubers do, though. Like if
yeah,
it's like a one man team, you kind of have to
yeah,
go.
like
Yeah.
SML. That's
Yeah.
and speaking of SML, did you hear that Logan, Julian, Tio are friends again?
Really? I thought that was fake or something because I saw Chili had posted like I saw that Chili had posted that video and I knew it was fake. I just thought Logan and Tito got back together. Like we're friends again, but just not Logan and Chili.
I just heard it from my friend. He may have misheard it. I don't know, but yeah.
I could believe that Logan and Chili. I mean, not Logan and Chili. Logan and Tito would be friends, but not Logan and Chili.
Mm. Yeah.
Because of like all the shots he took at her and everything. It's like I don't know. It'd be weird for her to just walks back into his life right now.
Yeah. I mean, I will say from what I've seen, like I don't watch SML as much as I used to. Just
yeah.
I preferred him back in like 2016, I guess. I prefer, like, I grew up with the apartment living, I guess.
Oh, okay.
He was in the apartment. That's like the most nostalgic part for me. If you exclude Jeffy.
Yeah, I didn't start I started watching SML back in the old house. That's what I grew up with, and then most of it was just go ahead.
Yeah, I started watching him in the old house as well, but it's like I remember when I remember when he moved house and all that stuff. Like I think like I said 2016, but I think he moved in 2015 because I remember Brooklyn Guy mentioning Mario Party 10 and that came out 2015.
Oh yeah. I remember Brooklyn Guy had like his like own like gaming series or whatever. We just react to games or whatever. That was pretty fun. But I just started really watching like cute Mario Bros and like awesome Mario Bros.
I still I've been like rewatching a bunch of like even though to watch SML, he's not the most nostalgic plus tuber. My most nostalgic plus tuber is Big Yoshi fan because I watched him a lot earlier. I honestly thought that even though Big Yoshi fan is British and SML is American, I thought they were going to do like a collab because I thought they were the only two Mario plush tubers out there.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I was naive when I was young.
No, it's okay. Like I get it. Because like sometimes when you only watch like one or two YouTubers, you think that like they're the only YouTubers that do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, kind of like how it's always really hard. Like nowadays, like I'm someone who is a bit of a completionist, but at the same time as being a completionist, I'm bad at games. So to get the completionist feeling, I have to. I also like watch someone play a game, but any percent doesn't do it for me unless it's a speed run and I'm just in awe about it, like Mario 64 0 stars. But it's like I always have to watch someone 100% it. That's probably the reason why I love Chugga Conroy so much because he always 100% games.
Oh, okay, true. Oh,
there is another guy.
Okay.
Yeah, there is another. Oh, you go first.
Oh, I thought Chugga Conroy didn't like finish some games. I thought I don't know.
He does he finishes all his games and 100% all of them.
Oh,
There
okay.
is another guy. I kind of watch you the 100% games, but I swear he's one of the most boring gamers I've ever seen. Like his voice, it's a bit. I don't mean to be rude to him, but it's a bit monotone. I just get bored by him. I don't know. He just doesn't have the personality I would say.
Yeah, I
You
get it.
know, other gamers like Chugga Conroy or Jacksepticeye or
Yeah, I think
Markiplier.
that's one of the reasons why everyone likes those kind of people because they have either like a personality or they just don't comment and they just play the game.
Yeah. Speaking of gamers, opinions on Persephia Gamer. You know, the guy who always like leaks all the final bosses in new games and
Oh,
stuff.
Professor Gaming, you mean?
Yeah, yeah, something like that.
I only watch him when I need like a walkthrough, like some the other like I'm playing Link's Awakening right now, and I look at him when I only need him like when I need a walkthrough. Like I only
Yeah,
watch him when I need a
uh,
walkthrough.
I do honestly need like walkthroughs a lot of the time with games. Like I'd say I needed it a lot with Mario Odyssey because some of the moons are quite cryptic. I needed it for Luigi's Mansion 3 because some of the bosses and a lot of the gems are very cryptic.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
need it for most Lego games because, I don't know where to find most things. Like I can scour the entire area, not find the one thing I'm looking for, find it on the walkthrough and realize I passed by it 5 times.
Exactly. Like I hate it when that happens too. When you're looking for a certain thing, but it's like it was the most simplest way of getting it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you ever looking forward to any games that are coming out or no?
Well, like I said, my reaction, I'm cautiously optimistic for Paper Mario Origami King, but like I said, I'm not going to pre-order it like I did for, other recent Mario games like Mario Maker 2 and Luigi's Mansion 3, because, there's still a few things, I just want to watch what some other people think of the game and look at whether it suits me or not. Like, I never played Sticker Star or Color Splash, but I did watch someone play it when it was like when those games were new, but I didn't really like any of them. How they looked.
Oh, okay.
Compared to the first three. So yeah, I really got to see. I also need to make sure I pick out a good guy because I hope it wasn't the guy I was watching just bored me.
So you're just gonna wait until like the game comes out and like the reviews and stuff, or is that
Yeah.
yeah?
See what people think. I mean, like with something like Luigi's Mansion, I loved one and even Dark Moon, so I knew
Oh,
that
okay.
from trailers and stuff, I knew that 3 was going to be amazing, so I got it. And Mario Maker 2, first Mario Maker was great. How could they really change much? The trailers showed that it was pretty much the same, as the first game. So, and I don't have a Wii U. The only experience I had with it was visiting my cousin and the 3DS port. So, boom, pre-order.
Nice. I'm gonna probably buy the game as soon as it comes out though. It
Mm.
looked promising, but I can see
If
why
you
people are skeptical of it.
if you do like a review of it, I'll make sure I watch that, see what I think.
I'll do a review on it, but I would have to play through all of the game because like if I
Yeah,
do
I
a
get.
review, yeah, if like
Yeah,
if I were to do a review of it right now, it would have to be like quick thoughts or something like that. But I'll have to play through all of the game first and wait for the footage
yeah,
to come out.
yeah. All right, forget that suggestion. I'll probably just watch Game Explain do a complete negative review and then watch someone else do a more positive review. That's the thing with Game Explain. It seems like they pick on the nitpicks and make it like the
Mhm.
worst thing ever, and make the
Right.
game worse than it is. Like, some of the complaints of Luigi's Mansion 3 are valid. Rubber duckies are annoying to control. The
True.
the
Yeah.
ghost stabbing was literally the worst thing ever.
I did not see that.
In the disco hall, all the ghosts dancing, you can see them. You
Oh,
can see them all
I
dab.
did not notice that. I was just too busy trying to stay alive the whole time.
Ah, but yeah, if you see the ghost dabbing, it's the worst thing ever. And also, a few other things. Combat for regular ghosts. The regular ghosts aren't very interesting, and that like I mean, yeah, personalities are great. Like in Dark Moon, but they're just generic, and the hammer's a straight up rip off of the slammer from Dark Moon, and
Oh,
the
okay.
combat is quite easy, as you just suck them up, slam them into each other, and boom, you're done.
True.
Done and dusted. Like the boss ghosts are different, because they're
Yeah.
much more exciting. That's a definite positive. But another problem is money. Like a problem with the game is the game doesn't tell you that there's the rank at the end of the game you get.
Yeah.
A, B, and C. The
Mhm.
game doesn't tell you that spending money on gold bones and gem finders and stuff affects your rank.
What? Really?
Yeah, if you spend all your money on gold bones and stuff and put it to 0, you'll end up with a rank C rank, even if you had enough money for a rank A.
Oh my
Like
God.
completely hypothetical situation. I don't think anyone would do that, but
Oh,
yeah.
well, I didn't spend all of my money on gold bones, but I did spend a considerable amount on it though.
Yeah, it was a massive regret to me when before King Boo I got 2 gold bones. I
Uh-huh.
think I needed a lot more.
Oh,
I
no, 'cause I knew they were gonna pull something like that, like where you couldn't go back. So like I made sure to stock up on bones before I actually fought him.
Yeah, I thought I had gotten better at video games and that the boss wouldn't be that bad. But was I wrong?
Oh no, he was tough to get through. He was one of the toughest bosses to get through.
He's probably like that and like I would probably say a bit of a spoiler for my when I get to the Luigi's Mansion 3 boss ranking, but Dr. Potter and Cersei, they were annoying hard. Like I just got frustrated by them and just didn't enjoy fighting them one bit. When I captured them, I was like, finally. I
Yeah,
never have to think of them again. But King Boo, he was more of like this is challenging hard, and it was satisfying to defeat him when the other two was like finally. But it was like I was happy to defeat him. So it was more, it was a more fun, challenging way. Even if I did rage a few times.
right. I kept dying. Yeah,
I think he was a lot more. He seemed a lot more fair, I would say.
true.
I know. It's like you compare something like just one of the like Mario Galaxy 2. You compare one of the the motion control purple coin collecting one. That's
Yeah,
just annoying hard. But the perfect run, but that the annoying hard one you just want to get it over. But the perfect run, you practice and you complete it and you get the most satisfied ever.
true.
It's a satisfying victory. It's like most in Mario games most of the time there's a final meant to be hard level and it's just satisfying when you complete it.
Nice.
Admittedly, Mario Odyssey, I haven't beaten the darker side the normal way. I use both Amiibo and the Glide-On skip.
Nice.
So I like to skip the hardest. I used to skip the hardest part of the Amiibo to give me like brief bits of invincibility and unlimited hearts.
Nice. So I haven't played Galaxy 2 yet. Is it good?
It is really good, honestly. Like, graphics aside, it plays really well. Like I say graphics aside because the graphics, they're top tier along with Luigi's Mansion 3. Most of the Switch games are like that.
Oh, okay.
But like the attention to detail is great. But Mario's movement, it's kind of like Sunshine. I know you haven't played Sunshine, but it's like where you basically you're just able to just chuck him around and just have fun with his movement. And Cappy makes moving around such a joy because you can like bounce on him and throw him again, and obviously capturing enemies is a unique idea.
True. Yeah.
Is capturing enemies the reason why the game is the first Mario official game to get a Peggy 7? Like the Luigi's Mansion games got 7s because they're spoopy, but this is the first like Mario game. All the other ones were Peggy 3.
Mm, um. Wait, say that again. I'm sorry. Can you say that like one more time?
The capturing mechanic. The capturing mechanic. You're basically possessing an enemy. That's probably the reason why it got like a Peggy 7 rating.
Oh, I mean,
Most
I I haven't played that game, but I haven't played that game yet. But it does seem like a good mechanic. But I probably like it honestly.
I mean, I like it. I mean that's probably the reason why it's like it's tied with Luigi's Mansion 3 as my favorite Switch game at the moment.
Oh, okay.
But currently Animal Crossing is rising through the ranks.
Nice.
I just need to get to the point where I'm out of debt completely, and then I can just do all the post game stuff,
Nice.
post credits.
Well, so it's like, does Animal Crossing have like a final end? Is it just like you just pay off the
Well,
debt?
the game is, because it's a live sim, it doesn't have an end, but there is a point where the credits roll, but afterwards you unlock terrain, terraforming, and there's still so much you could do afterwards. And it's an endless game, but the credits just roll at one point.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's kind of different to the Sims 4, where you just to see the credits, you just click on the button and boom.
Yeah, I haven't played Sims in a while.
I mean, I say that Sims 4, doesn't really have like an end, but there is one pack called Strangerville, which is the only pack to actually have a linear story where you have to discover the mystery of Strangerville and all that stuff. And
Oh,
I won't
really?
spoil anything if you're interested.
I'd
I mean,
say. Oh, go ahead.
I watched this really funny guy called Mess Yourself, and he has a gaming channel, Mess Yourself Gaming, and he played The Sims 4, and he recently replayed it with a bunch of stuff, and he had one episode dedicated to Strangerville, and it's actually a really good one. Like he did other editing where he's pretending to talk as the Sims and stuff. Like the Sims, what he was voicing over the Sims as they were talking to each other in their Simlish language.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And currently on my Luigi's Mansion vid, I've written good portion of the script, and I've ranked all of the ghosts already. So I have it ranked. I just need to finish writing it, then I can start recording it.
Oh, so you didn't okay, so you didn't finish ranking it yet?
Oh yeah, I started writing the script, and then I realized, hold on, Buckaroo, I haven't even ranked the ghosts yet, and that's what the video's about. I just did an introduction without even mentioning anything, so I had to remember all of their names because there were a few names which escaped me. Had to watch a couple people play each of the fights to see how they were like. Also, it needs to read up on all the bios of the ghosts, as that's going to be taken into consideration, like how
True.
interesting their backstory is. Yeah.
No, I was saying
It's fun, though.
you have to read up on the bios and everything. So yeah,
Yeah, because I feel like that is a good additional point, because it's if the fight's not very good, that can let it down. But if it's got a really interesting even tragic backstory, then that can make up for it, I would say.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good to revisit watching people play Luigi's Mansion. I thought it was fun, and I was such in the mood for it that I ended up binging because I was mostly watching Chugga Crummy with his Luigi's Mansion thing. I was so into it that I ended up binging his Dark Moon Let's Play again.
Nice.
Because both of them are just as good as each other. I think actually Luigi's Mansion 1 was my first series I saw from him.
Oh,
I have
really?
a feeling it was. Yeah, he made Dark Moon later after I saw him, But I came across Luigi's Mansion when Dark Moon was new, and that was kind of trending in terms of Mario related stuff. I saw something like that, then introduced to Dark Moon, got introduced to him, and because of him, I got introduced to other classic games like 64, Sunshine, Galaxy. Despite him doing a Galaxy 1 LP in 2011, he only did his Galaxy 2 LP last year.
Nice.
Me, as well as other people, had to wait 8 years okay, I didn't have to wait 8 years as I started watching in like 2013, 2014. So only
Yeah,
had to wait like 5 years, but still too long of a wait.
yeah,
Everyone was
that
like,
is a really long time.
he does a like before starting a new LP, he does like a video saying about it and does like some kind of pun in the title, like something like the most recent one, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. This is the first Switch game he played. He said switching to a new Let's Play as something to give people a hint that it's switching. And like before Galaxy 2 he did Chrono Trigger, and I was like, obviously as a start I was like, I wish it was Galaxy 2, but oh well, he
I
can
feel
do what
like
well.
that game.
Yeah, but I didn't care much for it, so I didn't really watch it. But then afterwards, I was hoping, okay, please be Galaxy 2 next, and then saw the title launching to a new Let's Play. Oh, it's this Galaxy 2. Heard music. This has got to be Galaxy 2, and the video was just a compilation of comments asking for Galaxy 2. It's like, this is like Galaxy 2, and this is the fake out at the end. But please be Galaxy 2, and there was no fake out. I was over the moon. I probably screamed.
Oh, that's nice.
Because
Yeah,
of how long I waited. And I would say that the wait was worth it. It's probably one of his best series.
That's nice. That's good to hear.
Yeah. I still find it mind-boggling that he's still doing Let's Plays to this day, and he started back in 2008.
Oh, really?
He started making YouTube videos back in 2008, and he hasn't changed one bit. Like, the only difference is the video and sound quality. That's it.
Oh, wait, why
His personality's pretty much stayed the same.
boggling.
But
Why do you find it like mind-boggling that he's still doing Let's Plays? I mean,
because it's just 2008. It was a long time ago. YouTube was only 2 years old, and to be doing Let's Plays for that long and just not stop.
oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
I mean, obviously he stops for like temporary,
Yeah.
takes breaks for like personal reasons and to go to conventions and whatnot.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. But I think someone who's been around since 2008 deserves more than just 1.25 mil.
True. Well, he's at 1 million?
Yeah, he's only got, but like Jacksepticeye's a lot more recent, but he's got over like 20 million, I think. Yeah, Chococonroys, he's been around since 2008. Actually, 100% completes games start to finish, and he's only got 1.25 mil. Like I say, only like 1 million's still a lot, but still, it should be. I feel like it should be a lot more.
I mean, I've seen some other gameplays. Like, I think my favorite Let's Player is probably the Rad Brad, but I haven't. Yeah, but like, yeah, he does deserve some more subscribers, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, if you're ever interested, I don't think you'll regret it.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Do you like do you have like I'm saying I guess like any like childhood TV shows that you used to watch?
Childhood TV shows, probably I guess Thomas. That's one. There's
Okay.
some other ones. Yeah. Some other ones. The show Arthur?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's one. I still kind of watch it now, but it was around in my childhood, Top Gear. But I only liked it because of the challenges and stuff. Didn't care for all the fancy looking cars. I just wanted to see the shenanigans they went up to. Trying to think. I mean, my parents were Doctor Who fans, so I was introduced to it at a when I was a child, so I guess that counts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of like the British kids channel is called CBB, so it's a lot of shows from there. Shows you probably haven't really heard of.
All I heard of like the I guess BBC or like
Yeah, British Broadcasting.
yeah, like the what's it called again? Like My Strange Addiction or whatever.
Oh, I saw some people react to it, and their reaction to the addiction is priceless. It's just I'm addicted to eating mattresses. Eating mattresses.
Like
Mattress.
that's the
Yeah.
only experience I have with that network is the My Strange Addiction or like My 600 Pound Life or something like that.
Yeah. So I just had to
No, it's okay. You're good.
just stretch my thumb. No, I've recently been watching a a show. The episodes are on YouTube, and it's a show called I Shouldn't Be Alive, and
Uh-huh.
it's basically going through a bunch of survival stories. Like it's not I well yeah, it's like just going through survival stories. Like I shouldn't be alive. I managed to survive this event.
Yeah.
It's actually really good. Really well acted and stuff. And they actually get the people in those events to come into the studio and like talk about it.
Nice.
But it's not really nice, but
Oh, not nice, but like
yeah,
the people and
I was just
everything. I
messing with
mean.
you.
Okay, but like
Also,
yeah,
another show I recently got into, which I'm a huge fan of, that's also on YouTube, is Total Drama.
I love that show.
Yeah, I
I
mostly
go,
watch British shows, but I go all the way up north to Canada.
I've seen most of that show. I love that show.
Yeah, I honestly like I do rewatch it, but sometimes I would skip a few episodes because it's a derailment of like one of my favorite characters. Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
prefer watching one where it's an entirely like because I'm used to all of them. I quite like watching one where it's a new cast and stuff, and you can't really derail them or anything. So I watch season 1, 4, and the spin off quite a lot.
Oh, nice. Yeah, think I've only seen like a few seasons. I know they have like this Total Dramarama, but I haven't really
Oh,
bothered.
don't watch that. Don't watch that. It's
I
horrible.
haven't really bothered to get into it.
I don't know why they did that. Like, we would rather have another series of game shows. Why did you make them all babies? Or
Because
toddlers,
that's the
anyway.
trend. It's like the Rugrats did it. A lot of other TV shows did it.
Yeah, Muppet Babies, I think,
Yeah,
too.
Muppet Babies. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess.
but it just doesn't make sense. We all want another game show series, okay? You would get more money from that.
I guess, but like I don't know. I would imagine they either ran out of ideas or just saw the trend and said, "Screw it, we'll just go with that."
They probably just ran out of ideas because season 5 and technically 5.5, but I just call it season 6. The writing wasn't as good because they got like a different group of writers to do it. That caused derail. That was the main season, like season 5, because it was an all-star season. It was the main season which caused derailment of the characters, and yeah, I don't really like that season. And 5.5 was just wasn't very good.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like they just gave up with creating complex plots and keeping the characters the same. So you were just like, you know what, forget it. Let's do stuff which kids will like, even if when they grow up even when they grow up a month, they won't like it anymore because it's
Oh,
stupid. It's mind-numbingly bad. I'll just say that.
oh, okay. I remember like I think they were doing this one season where like the old cast was reacting to the new cast or something. I forget which one that was though.
Yeah, I think that was the All Stars one. That was the
Oh yeah,
there was
yeah,
only
yeah.
2 casts. All Stars. Where multiple casts join. Most reality shows.
True. I enjoyed most of that. I enjoyed that though. I like how they did that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit of a sucker for reality shows. If I can get into it and and also accept the fact that it's fake. So I love
Hmm.
Gordon Ramsay and pretty much everything he's in.
Did you see like isn't he does he have like that new series like 24 hours we have to like change the restaurant in like 24 hours or something?
No, I haven't seen that. Currently, there's a series broadcasting where he's going on like a road trip with 2 other guys.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nice. Only my favorite ones are probably like Hotel Hell and Kitchen Nightmares.
Mm, yeah, I do like you know, I feel like with Kitchen Nightmares and Hotel Hell, I do like them, but at the same time, I get scared every time I'm watching the episode because in case there's gonna be some like major gross out bit.
Oh yeah.
Because those two series are like the big problems with it. A dirty restaurant and a dirty hotel like my two worst fears.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
really
that's an over exaggeration, but still, like if I'm going like that's up there. Along with a dirty portaloo that I get scared of when going to public places.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because like he'll
Because
go.
oh boy, I
Oh,
got
good.
severe I got severe PTSD from seeing you know the most disgusting portaloo in a place in Spain. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. That's so you have like germophobia, or is it just?
I wouldn't say I have germophobia, but I'm not like I wouldn't mind. I don't mind say just lying in the middle of the my pavement and stuff. What with whatever could be there. I don't mind
Yeah.
just not sweeping things up. But if I can see something's there and it's not mine, like at least in my house I know it's mine or my parents.
Oh, okay.
If I can see something that's there, which I know for a fact isn't mine, I you know it just grosses me out. Like I'm at a restaurant, we sit down, and I see something on the floor. I can't take my eyes off of it because I know it's there, and it distracts me. And it just distracts me the whole time.
Oh, okay. I see where you're coming from. Yeah.
I mean, like I go to like one hotel chain which has a really good reputation. There hasn't been a single time there's been something disgusting. But whenever I go to a new one, it's like, please be good, please be good, please be good.
Man, you should try the Motel 6.
I mean, no McDonald's I've been to has a play place, but if it did, I would never go in it.
I like those places. I like those. I played in them.
It's
I
just
love them.
it's just disgusting. People with like their greasy fingers touching everything, and who knows what's in that ball pit.
I guess. I mean, like I've been to like the outside area of like the McDonald's place. Like you know how like, they have like
Yeah,
they'll either have it inside or outside. I just love them so much.
yeah. I mean, yeah. It's just personal things.
Yeah, I get
I
it.
I can lie down on this on this carpet here.
Mhm.
Even though it probably hasn't been swept in ages, but I can't take my eyes off a bit of food on the floor in the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm weird like that.
It's fine. I mean, like I know some people are bothered by certain things. Like I was said before, like I was watching Awesome Mario Bros. And like sometimes his mic will keep clipping and it distracts me anytime I watch the video.
Hmm.
It's like it's like someone clicking their pen while you're taking the test. It's like you can block it out for like the first while, but then after a while it just drives you insane.
Yeah, it's like I saw someone was talking about how they were ditching in class. Like they're talking about distractions at the start. You were there trying to focus, and they
Yeah.
hear like writing on one side, clicking of the pen behind them, someone chewing
Mm.
their gum on the left side, and it's like, I need a pull. Because he used ditching, going to the toilet to just recharge his brain. Like he wasn't really
Yeah.
doing it to be naughty. He was doing it to just charge his brain.
Yeah, I get it.
Get back in the flow to learn. Like he found classes boring, so if they were too boring, that was another thing he would do to charge his brain and so he can sit down and actually learn properly. Personally, I'm someone who absolutely hates it when people mess about in school. So
Oh, yeah.
I just don't like. And another thing I hate about it's distracting for me and for everyone else who doesn't get. And also certain teachers, they do a thing which I despise called collective punishment.
Oh, I hate when one person does something and everyone has to pay for it.
Yeah, and so just because I want to avoid that, I don't know. Like it usually happens in science, and I did it last year. I don't do it as much this year because I just I feel like it's a bit wrong. But if class is being noisy or something, and I just just want to avoid it, I would ask to go to the toilet. I would
Mhm.
go instead of like ditching. I have this thing where if I haven't gone to the toilet for a bit and I see a
Yeah.
toilet, I immediately need to go. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
like okay, so if there's some kind of hidden security camera, they can prove that I am going, and usually most of the time it's for a number two, so it takes longer.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. I didn't think it was, there was anything really bad about it, but I don't know. I can't do it in every lesson, otherwise the teacher will get suspicious. So I always have to pick select ones.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, or just use the excuse that if you don't let me go, the Jens is going to be writing his resignation early, as the job will be improved too much. I got that from a that you're saying about the guy who was ditching class. Yeah, I got that from him. That was the excuse he would use when the teacher got suspicious.
Oh, oh.
And the teacher would be gross. All right, you can go.
Yeah, like take it from me because like I work like part time as a janitor. That's it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
It does suck.
Mm. I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to take it as a janitor. Like, most people they work in when they start off in like when they first the first jobs part time, they either work in fast food or retail. I
Right.
think I would stick to. I think I would if I had to choose between just those two. I would choose retail, as I don't really want to work in a dirty fast food place.
True. I didn't want to either because I remember just like I asked my mom for like a game or something, and then she signed me up for like a job. So that's how like I work there.
I mean, I don't have to work for money. My grandparents in Scotland give me a bunch.
Oh, really?
You know,
Nice.
yeah, just like my birthday was recently. I just got £100 from one of them.
I okay. I don't know what that.
I don't know
I
what
know
that is
pounds
in.
are more than U.S. dollars, so I'm guessing that's like
Yeah,
at least like
if,
100 and something in USD.
yeah, it's over 100 in US dollars. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's probably because I only see them like for 1 week a year, and I can't even see them this year. The time we were going is lockdown
Oh,
and
true.
you know non-essential travel,
Yeah.
but still.
Nice. I didn't know you had
Yeah.
grandparents in Scotland though. That's amazing.
Mm. But well, we're not grandparents, just grandma.
Oh, grandma. Okay, gotcha.
But it honestly, I don't know whether I would be working in retail because I'll probably be going to like film college or something because I want to be a film director. So
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have time to work in retail or something. How is that going to help me in the future?
I have no idea. What film
How
school are
is
you?
finding out sin by cause over tan going to help me in the real world?
I have no idea. I guess it just builds character. I don't know.
I mean, I will say, school. The funniest parts about school are the things which aren't meant to happen. Like that. That's probably the reason why kids answering school test questions, but with like really funny answers is so funny. Expand the bracket. Okay, I'll expand it. I'll expand it. I'll expand it. When you're meant to just get rid of the brackets and whatnot,
True.
or find X. There it is. When you're meant to find out the meaning of X. There was also you may have seen this picture.
Okay.
No eating in the no eating in the living room. No iPad in the kitchen. Lies on the border. iPad in the food here. iPad there.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah, I think I've seen that like meme or whatever before. Yeah.
Yeah, that kid's like one of the smartest kids I've ever seen.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
I've seen that.
I feel like if I knew I wouldn't get in trouble, I feel like I would do something like that. As I'm known among my family to take things quite literally.
Oh,
along
okay.
with my dad. I got it off of him. We take things literally. Figurative speech isn't a thing for us.
Oh,
Think
so like a
critically.
joke, kind of.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but sometimes it's genuine. Sometimes I play it off for a laugh
Oh,
when
okay,
I'm at home.
nice.
At least I can joke around all day as I'm not going in school.
True.
If I was 1 year older, I would be going into school today.
Oh,
You know,
really?
currently I'm in year 9, which I don't know what that is in the US school system. Is it 10th grade? I
Maybe
think.
ninth grade?
Yeah,
Or
maybe
no, not
it's equal. No, I read somewhere
well,
like it's
actually,
like
probably not ninth grade because you're like 14. So I don't know. I'd probably say like I don't know, like I don't know.
10th grade. I don't know. It confuses me. I'm basically I'm in what's it called? The Salty Splatoon group.
The salty platoon.
Yeah, I left Weenie Hut Junior's 8.
we,
But basically, I'm a year 9. If I was a year 10, I would have been going back to school today, because the year 11s, they're having their GCSEs, which is like big final exams and stuff before like their A levels, which is the next big final exams, and because they when they finish their GCSEs, they can break up the school, so they have a longer summer. I unlike America, Britain breaks up for summer late July and goes until early September.
oh, okay.
So we have a much shorter summer holiday. I don't know even though I don't know which school allows 104 days of summer vacation from Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was actually gonna say that. Like that reminds me of like the beginning for Phineas and Ferb. Yeah.
There's 104 days of self-isolation. I bet there is now. I bet there's gone over 104 days now.
True.
Britain started back in March, like mid-March, and it's June. I'll call you back on that one.
Okay.
That was just a joke, but I'm not sure what it may have been, may not have been. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm still on the I feel like with current events, I feel like it's officially become the apocalypse, because like most apocalypse films, everyone starts looting and rioting immediately. Like it took
Exactly.
forever, but it still happened.
I think most of it died down because I don't think people are taking the coronavirus as seriously anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
Like the news isn't focusing on it. Like we still wear masks, but like we've been really lenient on like we used to have like you can only come in one way and go out the other. Now it's like people can go in both ways. There's no like waiting in line anymore. It's just almost back to normal. And like we've gone to like closing at 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock.
You can actually buy toilet paper now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, face masks, are optional when you just walk around for your daily walks. I don't wear them because they just seem annoying to wear, and I don't need to go on any public transport or to the shop or anything, so I don't need to wear a face mask.
They're annoying to try to breathe in.
Yeah, if I can avoid it, I won't wear a face mask. If I have to, then I'll have to.
Yeah.
I know that in July I'm gonna get that's the when my friend's mum is a hairdresser, because we're friends, it's like a a hairdresser I actually know, so when they reopen in July, I'm gonna get my haircut, but I have to wear a face mask for it. So
Okay. Yeah, I still not have gotten my hair cut either, and it's bothering me.
Yeah, it's quite long. By the time I wait till July, I'll look like a rock star. You know how they usually have long hair.
Oh, true.
I mean, that was more like the 80s.
Or is it like short?
Mine's mid tier at the moment.
Oh,
like,
okay.
It's not short. Like the reason like even though my mum has perfectly good clippers and she can cut my hair, she tried it earlier in lockdown, and she basically repeated what she did when I was younger, made me like almost bald. You can still see my hair, but my fringe was completely cut off. And yeah, like no wonder my cousins nicknamed me Goldilocks when I was younger.
It's like that one scene in the SpongeBob movie, bald, bald, my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like we literally made up, like they literally made up the story of Goldilocks and the three hairs.
3 hairs. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
and by hairs we mean hairs on the head, not heads
Yeah.
of rabbits.
So it just reminds me of like a plot to like some TV episode where it's like they get like a bad haircut or something.
Yeah, and they're left with just like 3 hairs left. It's like Mr. Saturn from Smash, but with 3 times as many hairs.
Nice. Oh man.
Yeah. A Goldilocks and the 3 hairs. It's a petition to make that official. Actually, I saw like a petition going around recently. For something I was interested in. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a petition to get a Doctor Who get one of its spin-offs back on the air.
Oh, really? Nice.
Because it was never officially cancelled. Like it has technically 3 spin-offs, but one of them's terrible, so we don't talk about it. Yeah, that one was accident. No one considers it canon. But there was 2 more, and one of them's confirmed to be cancelled because it's based around one of the ex-companions, and the actress who played her died, so the show's cancelled.
Oh, okay.
But the other one, the main actors haven't died there, so.
Oh, nice.
And, they never explicitly said it was cancelled, so I would be up for it returning. But most of the characters in the show have died. Leaving only the main one and one of the side characters. But yeah, maybe that's the reason it's not been on for a while. But oh well.
So I'm guessing they would have probably like replaced some of the characters that would die if they actually like
Yeah.
went through with it. Yeah.
They made them they killed it currently has 4 seasons. First 2 seasons had the main 5. Then season 2 finale killed off 2 of them, and then season 3. I say season 3, but it was technically and it was technically called Children of Earth and was just 5 episodes. So it was like what I guess it could be a bit a mini series, but it killed off another one, and then season 4 or Miracle Day. It replaced a bunch of the guys and made it very American. It's a British show, well, technically a Welsh show, but then it became quite American actually. I mean, I got nothing against you Americans, don't worry.
Yeah,
Personally, I don't like it when they take a classic British show and Americanize it or do an American remake. There was a show, there's a really good show I watched called The In-Betweeners. It's really funny and like a proper teen drama, not drama, but it's a teen comedy. Of these 4, like the 4 most sad teenagers you would ever see. Like sad as in pathetic sad. It's basically their constant attempts to try and get laid.
Oh my god! I think I've seen some of that or like heard of it at least.
Yeah, but there was an American remake of it which did not do it justice one bit. It was absolutely terrible. It got cancelled after 1 season because of how bad it was. So I think they were just trying to Americanize it too much, and also censorship for that the American one also made it lose a bit of its charm because them swearing made it a lot more authentic stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it was nothing really. There was like the problem about it wasn't the fact that they made it too American. That didn't really think that wasn't really too big of a deal. But it's just the remake was just bad. If it could have been a British remake and still stank.
What about like the Office? What do you think about that? Have you seen
I
that?
haven't seen The Office, but I do know that the American remake is good though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is as good as the original. But
Okay.
I do feel like I've probably seen more hours of American television than I have British now.
Okay.
Because so many films are American, Disney, 20th Century Fox, Marvel, Star Wars. I just named Disney in 4 different ways because Disney owns all of it. It owns Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel, and Fox.
True.
So,
I think yeah,
so that's
Disney
the
does
reason
own a
why
lot.
Homer Simpson is my favorite Disney character because they own Fox. They technically own the Simpsons now.
True. And Family Guy and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of classic movies, by Fox. Like I bet, I know that the top of their shopping list is official rights to Spider-Man from Sony instead of the shared
Oh
deal they have.
yeah, I remember that whole thing.
Yeah, remember when we they were gonna axe Spider-Man from the MCU and everyone was so
Yeah,
mad that they decided not to.
exactly. Wasn't that before Endgame came out, or was it after
I
Endgame
think
came out?
that was after Far From Home came out, and
Oh, okay.
Because Far From Home raked over $1 billion. I'm doing the
Oh,
Doctor
okay,
Evil thing.
gotcha.
So it raked a lot of money, and so Disney wanted to change the deal, but Sony said no, and so Disney was like, "All right, we won't have Spider-Man," and the fans said, "No, give us Spider-Man." And he was like, "Okay, new deal."
I still not have watched that movie, but I do know most of what
I,
goes on in it.
I won't spoil it. But yeah, I mean you know most of what happens. I won't spoil the post credit scene because that is like the greatest post credit scene in Marvel. Like
No, I
it's
have
close
seen
to
that. I've seen that
yeah.
already.
I mean, there are some good post credit scene. Like the post credit scene for Ant-Man and the Wasp was really good. But I wish they put it in the main film because I know there's loads of people who don't watch the post credit scene and they would have been like, "Wait, how did Ant-Man end up in the thing where the rat saved him from?"
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah,
I
how did he
get.
end up in the quantum realm when that wasn't shown in Ant-Man and the Wasp? It was like, oh, post credit scene. Well,
Hmm.
I can't wait for another 10 minutes. I'm dying for the toilet. They don't have Uber shares anymore in cinemas.
True.
I mean, cinemas, I'm not the biggest fan of them, honestly. Like, only perks they have is watching the movie early. That's it. That's all I like about
I've
them.
never been to a movie since. I haven't been to a movie theater since Endgame.
Yeah, I haven't been to. I didn't actually see Endgame in cinemas, which is a huge regret from mine as I got spoiled on pretty much everything. But first and foremost, Iron Man's death. Like, there was only 2 things I wasn't spoiled on. That was both related to Captain America. Captain
Yeah,
America wielding Mjolnir and him going old at the end. That
yeah.
was it. That was it. Because I don't know why they didn't want to spoil that. I don't know. I don't know. They wanted me to experience the fight scene. Act 3, good enough, I guess, because that final act is probably the best part of the MCU, the best scene.
Oh,
The
okay.
final fight, with like everyone, and Captain brings that Mjolnir in and goes, "Avengers, assemble!"
Yes, I remember everyone in my theater like was clapping and shouting.
Yeah, I saw live theater footage from that.
Exactly. Yeah.
It seems quite annoying, honestly. You're just trying to
Okay.
enjoy the film, and this is what they're saying, and then
I mean,
the last time I went to the cinema
okay.
was back in 2017. I don't know why I chose to see Justice League instead of one of the superior Marvel films, but oh well, I went to go see it anyway, and I got it. Surprisingly enough, from good school attendance. I'm not joking, because there's Weenie Hut Juniors. I'm just gonna call it that, just to make everyone happy. Weenie Hut Juniors. I went through the entire of my Weenie Hut Junior career, only missing 2 days of school. Technically 1, as the other one, I had a doctor's appointment in the morning.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then,
yeah.
and then a guitar exam in the evening. So that basically took out the entire day. But I was still technically doing it was kind of like it was made sense leave, but they accepted it. But the other one was I had I was just sick.
Oh, okay.
But I missed 1 day because I was sick. But that was
Oh.
it. Two technically 1 day I missed, and I got a £20 discount to a cinema. It's it's a cinema chain in the UK called Cineworld. So I got £20 discount there, and we went to go see it. Like, we don't usually go cinemas because of people being annoying, tickets are being quite expensive, people being annoying, food and drinks also quite expensive, and people being annoying.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
So
I was gonna
basically,
say that too. Like the food and drinks are expensive. As like a small
yeah, and
popcorn, I think
I
is like $4.
I know. It's like you can pop over to your local shop and pick up a drink and a bag of popcorn for a couple of quid or a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
It's really cheap, but you go to the cinema, it's like prepared to pay about 4 times as much.
And the bad
And I've
thing
seen a
is,
few
go ahead.
I've seen a few pictures of cinemas which would check you for smuggling in food like it was an airport security or something.
I was gonna,
Maybe Joker was just getting released and everyone was paranoid.
yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, you can't even sneak in. I remember my mom had taken us to see a movie, and she just like went to like the grocery store next door and just bought us all sandwiches and just snuck them in.
Yeah, on the bright side, I don't really like popcorn, so I
Oh,
really
okay.
just bring a drink. But even then, it's like you need to make sure we have a jacket which is big enough to big enough pocket to stick a water bottle in.
Even
I
like,
can't believe we live in an age where we have to smuggle water into a movie.
oh my
Also,
god.
another thing I hate about movie theaters, which I just can't believe, is armrests. You have to share armrests. Why do we
Oh
live in a place
yeah,
where we have to ration armrest time?
Isn't that where the drinks go, or is that somewhere else?
No, it's like a little armrest. If you're with a romantic other, it can be nice. Sharing an
Yeah.
armrest. Aww. Speaking of which, movie theater makes a rubbish date. I personally haven't gone into the dating game yet, but you sit
Yeah.
in a dark room, for like 2 to 3 hours, not talking to each other. Sounds romantic.
I
But
guess it's just
yeah,
about the experience.
I guess. But I don't know. I don't think I would choose it when I go into the dating game.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Plus, that's something teenagers do.
True.
Yeah. But oh well. Like I ain't got the money to splurge on a girl I don't even know whether I'm gonna be with for that long.
Yeah, I get it. I haven't. Yeah, I get it. I think someone would like. I think I was watching a YouTuber. You was saying like if you're going on a date, like to at least like split the check or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the cheapskate boyfriend.
I did see actually like a BBC thing about that. Like no, like it's like a cheapskates or whatever that thing is called.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
see
I mean,
that.
I wouldn't say I'm a cheapskate, but I do usually go for the cheapest option stuff. I haven't subscribed to any subscription services.
Really? Never?
The only one I've subscribed to is Nintendo Switch Online because it's about
Okay,
like
same.
£60 a year, and I
Same.
just think that's reasonable. That's more reasonable than having to pay every month. Speaking of which, I think I'm gonna have to get to a point where I'm gonna repay that soon.
I think I do. I think I do too. Because I use my coins for that. Like I didn't use any of my real money. Like you know how you get coins from like buying games or whatever.
Yeah,
I use my coins for my subscription, so I think I have to repay mine soon too.
yeah, yeah. Because I remember it. Super Mario Maker 2 came out in June, and I got Nintendo Switch Online mostly for that game, so I could play and submit levels online.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna need to repay that soon. I need to write that down somewhere. I need to repay that soon.
So you don't have like a Hulu or a Netflix subscription at all.
No, I haven't, or Disney Plus. Even though, I can't. Kind of want one. Is it's just uh, you know, makes accessing things a lot easier. Also, like there's gonna be like a few Disney Plus exclusive shows, won't there?
True.
Because I want to see that Monsters Inc. TV show, as I love the film. The new one, which
Oh,
is going to be coming out.
I know Cuphead is getting its own Netflix show.
What was getting its own Netflix show?
Cuphead.
Cuphead. Cuphead.
Yeah.
I haven't
Never.
played the Cuphead games, but that could be interesting. The Cuphead Netflix show. I
Yeah.
don't know whether it will be any good because
Exactly. Yeah.
video games in movies and TV shows haven't been very good. But I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but I heard from most people that the Sonic movie was pretty good.
Yeah. The Sonic movie was great. I've seen that movie already.
Yeah, like it. So like I heard that was pretty good, but yeah, I, I have to I kind of want to watch that soon, but honestly, seeing like especially Luigi's Mansion 3, I feel like an animated Mario movie could work really well. Another live action one, not so much.
Like isn't Illumination like planning to do one anyway or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of worried. I mean, I don't think Illumination is as bad as everyone says they are, but still, they're not the best.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
like it would be a lot better if like another animation studio did it, like someone who puts more like effort into it. I'd say yeah, I know like who did the Lego movie actually? I can't remember which studio did the Lego movie. Whichever studio did the Lego movie, I wish they were doing the Mario movie. As the Lego movie is
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like everyone thought the Lego movie was going to be the Emoji movie, even though the Emoji movie wasn't even announced. It was 3 years early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, but like they were just thinking it was going to be like one hour and a half long Lego ad, and well, it technically is. It was still a good film.
Yeah, it was a great film. It was a great
Yeah,
film.
so is the Lego Batman movie, and I
Oh,
even
I
like the
love
Lego.
that movie.
I also like the Lego Ninjago movie. I know a lot of people weren't the biggest fan of it, but I liked it.
I haven't seen that, nor have I seen the sequel to the
Yeah,
Lego movie.
you haven't seen the Lego movie too.
No. I know what some of it's about, like Emmett's like future self or whatever, but I haven't seen
Yeah,
much of it.
but it is actually quite good. I recommend giving it a watch. Like most people who saw it, they said that the cinema was really quiet because no one really cared for it, but they still really enjoyed it because
Oh,
it was
okay,
actually
yeah.
really good. Like it's
I
an
guess a lot of
underrated
people,
film.
oh god. I guess like a lot of people weren't like expecting or like caring for a sequel, I guess.
Yeah, it's not as good as the original, but it's still really good. I'd say I
Yeah.
don't think it's as good as Lego Batman either, but
Oh, okay. So somewhere in like okay, I get it, yeah.
I'd say it's better than Lego Ninjago. I would say
Oh, okay, yeah.
like it does have some genuinely really funny moments, and it's got the good messages as the first one does.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah, but I think the only reason I rank Lego Batman so high is because Batman is even though I prefer Marvel, Batman's probably my favorite superhero.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Like favorite like DC hero or just
Well,
overall.
superhero in general.
Okay, in general. Yeah,
If
yeah,
I had to
Batman's
pick a
pretty
favorite
cool.
Marvel hero, I'd probably like Iron Man would be up there, so would Spider Man, obviously, but I probably have to go with Rocket just because I love him so much. Rocket
not, not,
Raccoon from Guardians.
mine is
He's
probably
better than Groot.
Spider.
Yeah, the fan favorite's Groot, but I prefer Rocket.
Yeah, Rocket's pretty. He has his moments. He has like a good character development, honestly.
Yeah,
And he was like the last of the Guardians when the snap
yeah.
happened.
I was honestly, Infinity War. I was, crying because everyone was dying. It's like, no, why are you all dying? All the Guardians are dying. Please don't kill Rocket. Groot, no, don't go. Wait,
Groot.
is Rocket gonna survive? Yes, Rocket's gonna survive. Oh no, Spider-Man's dead. Oh, they'll all come back eventually. Deus Ex
Yeah,
Machina, Time Stone, whatever. But
true.
I feel like in Endgame they did it really well. I like the time travel bit.
Oh,
It was like nostalgic going back to like 2012 and seeing
exactly.
Avengers, and
That's
2014
why I
seeing
started
Guardians,
watching.
and back to it's like it's basically like one big bit of fan stuff. It's like, hey, do you remember that first Avengers movie? It was really good. Hey, do you remember that really fun Guardians movie? Hey, do you want to give Thor: The Dark World a second try?
uh, I actually watched that Dark World. I thought it was okay, but not the greatest.
I mean, I recently rewatched the first Thor movie, and I think it gets way too much hate. I actually really enjoyed it.
I think because like I remember like someone was making like a point, like I was watching like a review, and they were like talking about like the shaky camera or whatever at the beginning.
Well, people can watch the Hunger Games films fine.
I guess
They've
because
got like the most shaky camera I've ever seen.
I
It's like
guess
Lakitu from is filming it. And his little fish hook.
I guess people are just like enjoying the action too much to pay. I don't even know.
I don't know, or maybe they just really enjoy the original book, so they didn't care if it was
True.
bad.
I
I
only
mean,
watch.
I'm someone who didn't think the Hobbit movies were that bad.
I haven't watched any of them.
Mm. They're not as good as Lord of the Rings, and it is the film, especially the first film's good, but 2 and 3 they get way too unnecessary. They're going into subplots which weren't even mentioned in the book. Like one character is like basically the main villain of the Hobbit, like more so than the dragon, and
Oh, okay.
guess how many lines he got in the book?
Like
One.
one. Yeah, I
He
was
got
gonna
one line in the book and became a bigger villain than the dragon.
say. Wait, so The Hobbit is like a prequel or a sequel to Lord
Yeah,
of the
it's a
Rings?
prequel. It's
Okay.
Frodo is the main one in Lord of the Rings. It's his
Yeah.
I think it was his no, I can't remember, uncle, grandfather. I don't know. It's Bilbo. The one who previously had the ring and stole it off of Gollum.
Oh, okay. I'm not
So
that big of a fan, but
yeah, the prequel. It's a prequel to the film, but the book was actually written first.
oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So it wasn't really a prequel. So, he wrote it as just a simple adventure story. Someone finds a ring, turns him invisible. Cool. But it's mostly about fighting a dragon with a bunch of dwarfs. But then the ring spirals into its own little franchise. But the first one was just meant to be a simple story, not a great big epic one. That's what the Lord of the Rings is for. So they should have made the Hobbit one film and a much more quiet film, like a much more quiet, more peaceful film, still with its intense moments. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not as action packed as Lord of the Rings, and shouldn't be
Gotcha.
as long. I
Gotcha.
shouldn't have to sit through another 9 hours of film.
They're really that long?
Yeah, I mean each Lord of the Rings and Hobbit film is 3 hours, and there's 3 films.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So if you want to binge watch both of them, you get ready to waste away 18 hours. But
Jesus.
if you're a normal person, you'll just binge watch the Lord of the Rings films and waste away 9 hours.
Okay. Nice.
Well, 9 to 10 hours, because I say they're 3 hours long, but a few of them they're longer than 3 hours. I think the last one's more like 3.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of long films. Like if it's 3 hours, it usually loses in my interest. But that's probably because the film didn't pique my interest to begin with. Like Avengers Endgame, I was hooked from start to finish because I love Marvel. Lord of the Rings, hooked from start to finish because it's Lord of the Rings. But something like Ben-Hur, bored by the first 10 minutes and realizing I've still got another three and a half hours to go.
Gotcha. Yeah. Those are
Yeah.
long.
Also, Doctor Sleep. There was I was kind of like in the middle ground. There's some parts I was really enjoying it, and I think that was because I love The Shining so much. But on the other hand, I was like, this is kind of dragging a bit. But then when the ending came, like I won't spoil it if you haven't seen Doctor Sleep. Have you
Yeah.
seen it?
No, I
Oh, you've
haven't
seen Doctor
seen. I
Sleep.
know it's a sequel to The Shining, but I haven't seen it. No.
Yeah. All right. I won't spoil the ending because it's the best part of the film. The ending.
I'm
The
guessing there's
last.
no Here's Johnny.
But well, not really, but because the story is how the film is the first film was about Jack Torrance's insanity, going to kill his
Yeah.
family, and his son Danny had The Shining,
Yeah,
and
like the power.
Jack died at the end. He froze to death. But
Oh,
the sequel is about Danny growing up. It's all about him growing up, still living with The Shining itself.
is he like a therapist in the new one or no? I could be wrong.
No, I he's I'll just say I'll just say this about him. He's played by Ewan McGregor.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I do highly recommend it. Like I said, it is if you watch the director's cut, it's about 3 hours, and then that was the one I watched. But the director's cut is actually really good. But it is about 3 hours. But if even if it's not the director's cut, it's quite close to 3 hours. So
Nice.
I don't know whether it's on Netflix or anything, but if you're interested, I'd recommend giving it a watch.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll probably give it a watch soon. I
Yeah.
take my time when it comes to like watching movies or consuming media. Like I'm never really one to like get right into it unless I really want to. Like I always kind of like take my time with stuff. Like I
Yeah, I think that's a good
like I
mindset to have.
just started like playing some of the games that came out on Switch like years ago.
Yeah. I mean, Luigi's Mansion 3, you know, that you know, like I pre-ordered it straight away, and got it second day it came out. Yeah, there was like
Nice.
an order delay, so whilst everyone else was playing it on Halloween, on the day it came out, I started playing it on November 1st.
Nice. That's
I
a
think
good
that was just
game.
Nintendo's fault. If they wanted to have a game for Halloween, they should have released it like 15th of October or something, so you could play it
True.
for Halloween and people can make videos on Halloween about it
Right.
instead of November when everyone's crushed their pumpkins by
Exactly. And put all
accident.
that stuff
By
away.
accident, just because the thing you carved out just sank in. Yeah. So next Luigi's Mansion game, release it early. Well, not early October, like mid-October.
Right.
So we can play it for Halloween, not on Halloween.
What would be the next Luigi's Mansion though? Like, well, I don't know how they would take it from Luigi's Mansion 3 to 4.
I
Like,
mean,
what would be like the
they
setup? I
tried to
mean,
change it. They changed it enough, for the thing. First one was one mansion. Second one was 5 mansions. Then it became a hotel, but they didn't want to call it
right?
Hotel Luigi. The fourth one could be anything: a cruise ship, a museum. I mean, the museum was kind of the museum idea was kind of in 2 and 3. The Final Mansion in Dark Moon, was basically one big museum, but
Mhm.
with like exhibits, and stuff. And there was obviously the one room museum floor from 3, which was probably one of the most disappointing floors. Like the boss was cool, but it could have been much more. Having a museum floor. The one where you would fight the T-Rex and the caveman.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
like yeah, I remember that floor.
yeah.
That
I feel
came.
like that was like one of the most. That the boss was cool, but it was one of the most disappointing floors overall. So it was just one room and one boss
Yeah,
fight.
yeah, I get it. Yeah,
Like
true.
at least the Great State, like there was like a few flaws in Luigi's Mansion 3, which just seemed like they were there. Like there wasn't really much substance to the floor. They were there just for the boss fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Great stage. You go into the auditorium and boss fight.
Exactly.
Like there's a bit of exploring you can do, but if you want to do an 80% run, just run up to it.
You enjoy the
History Museum.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Unnatural History Museum. Just run up to the not even closed door, just open a few curtains and boom. At least the spectral catch, you had to do backtracking to the boiler works to get the super Poltergust G00, which is probably the best part of the game. When you have the super thing, you just suck down everything. That is the most satisfying thing I've ever done in a video game.
Okay.
Sucking down literally everything.
Here's the deal with that. I hate it, and I know I was watching like Dashy's playthrough of it, and he was saying this as well. I hated how you can only do that thing one time. Like I was expecting, like after I did it the first time, like okay, am I going to use this again? Am I going to use it for like the final boss? No, you use it.
I don't. This isn't really a spoiler, but in the Great Stage in the Disco Hall, you can use it there.
Really?
Because I'm someone who went for 100%. There's like secrets there you can use it for.
Oh, okay.
Like you can find like gems and like a few you can get a few achievements as well. So like if you want to go back to those things, like I'll just say the it's on the Great Stage floor, and it's in the actual auditorium where you fight. Both of them, they're in the place where you fight the ghosts on the Great Stage and the Disco Hall. In the room you fight the ghost, you'll find the super suction thing somewhere. You just need to look around a bit to unveil it. Or you can just go use a walkthrough or something to find it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What does
and that's like, oh, you go.
What do like the gems do anyway?
I don't know because I've tried to keep away from what 100% gives you, but apparently it's quite disappointing. You're getting all the
Oh,
gems and
okay.
all the booze, but I do it just for the sake of completion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do enjoy collecting things in games.
Yeah, I mean, what was the point in getting over 100 million gold in Luigi's Mansion? Ooh, you got a new mansion. Woo! So you just see it on a painting. That's it. You don't get any like post game stuff or anything. You got a Ghost in One Suction gold portrait. Interesting. You can't do anything with it. It's just there for display to say you did it. You don't unlock anything. Like
True.
at least with Dark Moon, when you got like the gems gave you a statue, which didn't really matter, but at least catching all the boos gave you like a bonus mission. Like if you capture all the boos in a mansion, you get a bonus ghost hunting mission, like a time attack mission, which
True.
was quite cool. So yeah, at least that gave you something. But yeah, like
Oh,
it's always nice, when you can collect everything and you can get a good reward. Like 3D World, was good with this. Collect all the green stars, collect all the stamps, collect all the top of the flagpoles, and you can lock 4 different bonus worlds and get the hardest level in the game.
oh, okay. Yeah.
But it loses credibility when to fully 100% complete the game, you have to beat every level as all 5 characters. Oh yeah, spoiler alert from 2013: Rosaline is a playable character.
Oh, and oh,
3D
okay.
World. Should have put that the spoiler.
I
Should I
haven't
put a
played.
spoiler at the start of my Luigi's Mansion vid saying spoilers from nearly 20 years ago?
Rosalie is a playable character. You should make that a meme or something like that. Maybe.
Ooh, Rosaline is a playable character. She and Waluigi are also the only healthy characters in the Mushroom Kingdom in terms of their BMI.
Oh, really?
Yes, Waluigi's in the healthy category.
Oh, okay. Nice. Well, he is thin and tall, so I'd imagine he's healthy.
Yeah, I mean BMI. It's not the most reliable thing, as it doesn't take into account muscle mass. As like muscle is heavier than fat. So if Dwayne the Rock
Yeah.
Johnson did it, it would put him in like probably the morbidly obese section, even though he is far from it.
Yeah.
He's like incredibly muscly. I mean, have you seen like the new Jumanji movies?
No,
Welcome to the
I've
Jungle.
seen trailers and snippets, but not the full movies now.
Ah, yeah, but like the whole joke is that he's like one of the game avatars, and you would get put in his body, and it's like they were kids playing it, and it's like, whoa, I got big biceps. But he was like, but
Yeah, I
he's
do
kind
know
of
the
shocked
setup
by
of
it,
it.
getting big biceps. Also, the fashion blogger girl, like the one who's like all into fashion, also, she became Jack Black.
Oh, oh yeah, I did see that. I saw
Yeah.
I saw the setup for the movie. Yeah, I did see like that
Also,
clip. Where, yeah,
also one of the avatars, like yeah, like there's the 4 main avatars, and one of them, like the only female avatar, she was played by Karen Gillan. She was actually one of the companions in Doctor Who, so that was a fun
nice.
little surprise I found. Just like, oh, I know her from like the thing and the other thing, and actually, can I ask? Speaking of like Doctor Who actors, have you seen Harry Potter? The Harry Potter films.
No, I've only seen like again like snippets and clips. I haven't. I plan on sitting down to watch them, like binge watch them at some point, but no, I haven't.
Ah, okay. It's just
I know
like one
some
of
of the
the
lore though.
It's just like one of the actors there was also in Doctor Who. I'm trying to think of something else. Have you seen the Ducktales reboot?
Yes, a few episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, Scrooge McDuck. Like Scrooge McDuck. He's played by a Scottish actor.
Yeah.
He's played by someone called David Tennant, who was one of the doctors in Doctor Who.
Oh, nice.
He was the how I've done 3 Doctor Who vids. Had 2 different doctors in them.
Yeah.
So that number 10 and number 9, that the doctor in that was David Tennant.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So if you hear him as Scrooge McDuck again, just remember. Yeah.
I'll keep that in the back of my head. Yeah. That's.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
never
a
really. Oh, go ahead.
like sweet. He fully embraces his Scottish accent there, but in Doc 2 he hides it and puts in like a bit of an English accent. He's quite good at the English accent, honestly.
That's great. I could never do accents.
I can't do it. If I was put into an acting role where I had to do an accent, I would do what most like method actors like not jerk method actors do, and speak with that accent outside of set just to because I can't turn it on and off. Like any accent I do just comes off as offensive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm not doing any accents because I don't want to come off as offensive to anyone.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
All right. I think
Anyway.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was about to say, I ought to head off.
All right, same here. I was gonna actually end the stream too. I was actually gonna mention that. All right,
Well,
it's great talking to you, Mario Bowser. I might do like a quick reaction stream, but I don't know, I'm gonna take a break first though.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue writing my script.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
It's great talking to you, Mario Bowser. See ya.
Thank you. Bye.
See ya. All right, everyone. Oh, there's no one here. Okay, great. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. I'll probably start streaming again. Her reaction streams around like 2:30. Probably finish it off around like quick reaction. Probably finish it off around like 3. So yeah, that's gonna be about it. All right, everyone. Peace out. See ya.